You got me drifting in a daydream. Yeah.
I was very impressed. The thing I was concerned with was, at that time, since they didn't have any, the only minority blacks were cooks and bakers. Mm-hmm. And they all had to sleep in a segregated area. And Lieutenant Fergus always said, "You sleep with the rest of the crew," which meant I slept. And it got along very well. In fact, I was sort of, how can I put it, admired in many respects. I taught a lot of the other radarmen their algebra and geometry and whatnot, because I did have a little more education. Well, a typical day would be, you had a watch, and it usually was a 4-hour watch, 4 on and 4 off. Mm-hmm. And it varied. Usually, during the watch, you were either what they call ships. Anyway, we had what we call the CIC, that's Combat Information Center. That's where you sat in front of the radar screen and you watch the radar go around and pick up any incoming enemy planes. Then you had the bridge watch, that's what I would say. Mm-hmm. So then information that was sent from the CIC up to the bridge, we could plot it so we would know exactly, and we had the commanding officer or whoever was in charge. He could say exactly what was going on as far as whether we should scramble the aircraft. I think it was Okinawa, that was the big one, Okinawa. That was really, in fact, that was the largest Navy encounter in the U.S. in World War II. Anyway, I think 1 out of 7 naval casualties were at Okinawa. And I remember first, before we got to Okinawa, we had to, I guess, take care of a few other places, like I think we went to Saipan and a few other, Guam and what have you. And I was at sea for 3 months without seeing land. And that's why today I said, I don't think I ever want to go on an ocean liner.
No cruises for you.
No cruises for me, because I've seen enough water in my time. But Okinawa is the big one, and there we, encountered kamikazes, and it was a big loss for the invasion in Japan. And they had 3 units they called Federal 1, Federal 2, and Federal 3. I think we were Federal 3, which we were going to hit northern Japan because they gave us all winter gear. Mm-hmm. And en route, we heard that a bomb had been dropped. We were only 60 miles from Japan, and we thought it was Tokyo Rose kidding, because we used to get her input, and she would play some nice music like that. But then she said, someone said that a bomb had been dropped, and it was at Hiroshima. We were only 60 miles away. So then we got orders just to circle. And then I think then a week later, Nagasaki was hit. And that's when the war was declared. And I think the most important thing I learned was I'm as good as anybody.
And I owe that to Lieutenant Fergus. Even today, I still think of what he told me. He said, "You finish radar school, and that's what you'll do."
You earned it. You got it.
Yep. I'm sorry to be so emotional.